प्रभु तव मूर्ति विनोदकारी पलपन विसरे नहीं जो विसारी जुगल चरण सोल चिन्ह जेह नजर समीपे रहो हमारी एह नजर समीपे रहो हमारी एह સ્વામિનારાયણ ભગવાનની જય, ઠાકોરજી મહારાજની જય, સદગુરુદેવની જય. Our utmost mighty Sarvopari Shri Thakurji Maharaj, the path maker to our liberation and our Divya Guru Parampara, our Vala Puja Guruji, and all of you Santos and Bhaktos, Jai Swaminarayan. Very good to meet all of you. Let's take a look at our participants for today for our webinar. Of course, it's none other than Sahaj Bhagat and Shriji Bhagat. Jai Swaminarayan Bhaktos. We got Kishore Bhaktos here today. Very nice. Mature crowd. Should be nice. It's good to meet both of you Bhaktos. How are you doing, Sahaj Bhagat? Kem chu majama Bhagat?
Yes, I'm good.
Jai Swaminarayan. Shriji Bhagat, Jai Swaminarayan Bhagat.
Yes, I'm doing good too.
Very well. Well, you know, everyone knows everything about you, so don't really have to ask any questions regarding intro or anything. But something interesting that you did this week, Sahaj Bhagat, please do share.
Nothing much. I'm just staying over at Mandir.
Very good, nice. Your Mandir experiences, how are they?
All good. It's a great experience with Santos and seeing how Santos live, close up with Santos, and it's nice to do satsang here. You can be more adhyatmic here.
Nice. Shriji Bhagat, same question to you.
Yeah, same thing, Swami.
Copy paste. Control C. Very nice. Well, I'm going to Control V it for you here. Shriji Bhagat, we'll go take you first, and let's get your question and go ahead. Ask away, sir.
Okay, Swami, so my question is, why is keeping the company of the Ekantik Satpurush, Santos, and Bhaktas so important for progressing in satsang?
Very good question. Actually, first time that this kind of question has been asked. And this is very important for all ages, but especially for the Kishore age and the young adult age because, you know, fast life, education, school, it's very hectic. So, why is keeping the company of Ekantik Satpurush, sadhus, devotees so important in progressing in satsang? Well, before I answer that, Shriji Bhagat, can I ask you, what if someone takes away sleep from a koala? First of all, do you know how many hours a koala sleeps?
No.
20 out of 24. Okay? How many hours do you sleep in a day?
Probably like 8, 9.
Normal. What if someone keeps poking a koala and waking it up and not letting it go to sleep for its 20 hours? What would happen?
It would get annoyed.
It would get annoyed and maybe even sick or even die because of not getting enough sleep, right?
Yes.
What if you take away water from a fish? What happens?
They won't be able to breathe for them.
And what if you take oxygen away from humans?
Maybe also wouldn't be able to breathe. They would die.
And die. In the same way, taking away the company of the Ekantik Satpurush, sadhus, and devotees is the same as death. Why so? Because Gunatitanand Swami says in his Vato that I've never seen a person reach the abode of Akshardham without the company of a sadhu. The company of a sadhu is so important in progressing in satsang that without them, it's just not possible. And there's a lot of Sastra points, but I want to give you 5 main points that you can take in your life and all of those watching and apply, where you can actually keep the company of Santos no matter what kind of circumstances come your way. So first and foremost, number 1, why should you keep the company of Ekantik Satpurush and Santos? Well, they live principled lives and their satsang is perfect, especially the Ekantik Satpurushes. So, by associating with them, their company's their company rubs off on you. Just like how in the world, you keep good friends, you turn good. You keep bad friends, you turn bad. If you have friends that lie, then you also learn to lie. If you have friends that have good morals and come to Mandir, then you also, in the same way, start to pick up. Just remember, both of you Kishores especially, now it's very deep and so it's not a problem. But in the initial stages of when satsang started for you, both of you, just think back. We didn't come for bhagwan or santos. We came because we had some kind of friends, relations, some kind of, you found someone to talk to here. You found someone that is matching your likings, your nature. And then slowly you learned about satsang through Sant Samagam, and then you attach yourself to santos. So not everyone comes here straight for bhagwan or santos, but first impression is always off of the people that they meet around them. And more like, you can talk about school, relate about sports, relate about other outside stuff. And due to that, slowly, then you start to pick up the satsang way. So what I'm trying to say in short is, just like how people of the world rub off on you, in the same way, when you associate with the Ekantik Satpurush, his nature, his qualities, his satsang rubs off on you. Number one. Number two, the company purifies and uplifts your mind. The problem with this soul is that for innumerable lives, it's been engaging in Maya, the Vishays, engaging in everything but God. And due to that, the only one purification filter, just like how upstairs in our Sant Nivas, we have a Brio filter, which is a water filter, and it has 3 canisters, which are like these carbon canisters, which filter our water 3 times, and then it comes out of the tap. In the same way, the company of an Ekantik Satpurush is a filtering process for the soul. Without becoming pure, Bhagwan does not allow anyone to enter his Akshardham. That's a rule. And the best filter on this earth is in the form of an Ekantik Satpurush. That's why, for our number 2 point, purifying and uplifting our mind is the best when in the company of an Ekantik Satpurush or Santos in general. Number 3, correct guidance and protection from pitfalls. They've seen the way. They know how to get to Akshardham. They know how to become Ekantik. And they want to take everyone else, whoever sits in their boat, to Akshardham, and they also want to make them Ekantik. Simply in the world, you can see, if you know how to drive a car, if you don't know how to drive a car, and if you hire a driving instructor, he knows how to drive the car, he'll teach you, and from there you'll learn. If you don't know any math equations and you go to math class, your teacher teaches you and you learn. In the same way, to become Ekantik, to go to Bhagwan's Akshardham, the Ekantik Satpurush teaches you the process, and that's how you learn. And from his guidance, you go to Akshardham. And the second part of this point number 3, is protection from pitfalls. What I mean by that is, there's a lot of obstacles in the world. Maya, it's everywhere. It's kind of like going into the ocean and not getting wet. It's not possible. But if you have a submarine, if you have a wetsuit, then maybe it is possible. But pitfalls are all around us. Pitfalls are also inside of satsang. That's why there's 3 types of kusangs: internal, external, and kusang in satsang. The Ekantik Satpurush keeps us aware. His job is to keep us aware, and his job is to uplift us more. What he does best is he stays aware himself, but he also keeps us aware. ધ્યાન રાખજો ભગત, કુસંગ ના ચડી જાય. You've heard Guruji say this in many pravachans, or even to you personally, or in the youth shibirs, Guruji gives asirvad. School no kusang bau kharab che. Dhyan rakjo. Make sure to use electronics properly. Bhagat dhyan rakjo ke koi friends eva na thai jai ke satsang mathi dur lai jai. All these are pitfalls. And the Ekantik Satpurush helps us avoid these pitfalls. If you listen to his words, then you're golden. So that's the third point. The fourth point, they connect us directly to God. Inside of the Ekantik Satpurush, Bhagwan is ever present. That's a fact in the Shastras, and that's a fact by experience as well. There are many, many prasangs out there that also prove this, but the most important characteristic of an Ekantik Satpurush is he doesn't want to join us in anything or anyone but God. But in order for that to happen, first we have to join in him. When we join ourselves with him, he will transfer that directly to Bhagwan. After that transfer is completely, he disengages. Let me give you a live prasang. Puji Yogi Swami went to Akshardham in the year of 2014, February, first week of February. Now, he stayed in the hospital for 1 solid month. Everyone knows he got burned 70% of his body. We all know that incident. But before he went to Akshardham, that very day, 30 days after, Puja Guruji went to visit him. And he told Yogi Swami, put Maharaj's murti in front of you, connect your vritti with him, forget about me. That's what he said to his own disciple. This shows that this is a life prasang, that Guruji does not want any kind of attachment like that. All he wants us to do is join us with God. But first he knows that no one can directly join with God. That's why the first process is to join with him. Now what happens is Yogi Swami there at that time, due to affection for Guruji, started to cry. Tears started to fall from the edges of his eyes. And everyone saw this. And from this, Yogi Swami followed Guruji's words and put his vritti, his vision on the murti right in front of him. Guruji left. From Vadodara to Kandari Gurukul, it's approximately 45-minute to an hour drive. When Guruji got to Kandari Gurukul, opened his door and put his foot down in Kandari, a phone call came. And there at that time, the phone call was that Yogi Swami has left this earth and went to Akshardham. This proves that Guruji, his Ekantik Satpurush, his characteristics are true. And why we should keep his company is because he joined us with God. A proven fact in the story. And the final and fifth point is they inspire us to associate. They inspire us to do more bhakti. Without his guidance, it's not like we're going to follow any niyams. Without his guidance, it's not like we're going to, Sahaj Bhagat right now is doing Dharna Parna. Well, without the Ekantik Satpurush's spark, when Chaturmas started, do more bhajan bhakti. Shriji Bhagat, I'm sure, has niyams. All these Kishore Bhaktos, even Bal Bhaktos, have taken niyams of not eating sweets, niyams of, watching or using limited electronics, so on and so forth. But all that whole incident of why we're able to do more bhajan and bhakti and stay away from Maya is all inspired by him. We have to always think and understand. Without his inspiration, trust me, our mind would be completely away from this place. Think about it. Who wants to become more religious? Who wants to follow niyams? Everyone just wants to enjoy the world. Everyone wants to enjoy luxuries and pleasures of the world. No one has time to follow these kinds of rules, and no one wants to do any. But if one accepts the Ekantik Satpurush in one's life, then due to his inspiration, one is able to become Ekantik. These are the 5 points I thought about. Shriji Bhagat, does that answer your question?
Yes, Swami.
Very well. Okay, Sahaj Bhagat, your turn. Go ahead, Bhagat.
Just one sec. My question was, how can we not be lazy while doing satsang?
Are you lazy?
It's like, so like, honestly, if I would probably be home, then like I'll be doing less bhajan than what I'm doing here at Mandir. And like, sometimes you want to do it, but then your mind gets in the way, so you sometimes end up just like doing bhajan or even satsang. Or else like I fall asleep during katha sometimes as well.
Oh, yes, yes. Sleep. Yeah, it says in Indian sayings that it's saying that katha is to remove thak. And a lot of people go to sleep in katha, especially like, the boring ones. But, yeah, taking that into consideration, very good question, because there's a lot of people that have this and, we want to remove it. So first and foremost, to avoid laziness in satsang, there's 2 practical habits and inner mindset. Both need to change. Your mentality needs to change as well as your practical habits. And I have 6 points that I want to give you in order to, remove your laziness. Even if you take a couple points and implement them in your life, I'm sure that you'll see a progress in more activeness and regress in laziness. So let's take a look. Number 1, strengthen your goal. Strengthen your goal. What do you want to do in your life, in your mind? Do you want to do satsang? Do you want to do bhakti? Do you want to become a good Hari Bhagat? Is your goal to please Maharaj, Guruji, Santo, Bhakto? Yes. If there's a yes coming out of here, then that's good. But it needs to be a little stronger. Where when we're maybe at our house and just sitting in free, instead of browsing, yeah, once in a while it's okay. It's not. I'm not saying no, but instead of watching a little bit of India cricket, we can read a haricharitramrut and ask or extract a question to ask. Out of 1 hour of your laptop time, watch 40 minutes of cricket, no problem, and 20 minutes of a little bit of haricharitramrut reading. Yeah, you gotta increase your goal. You gotta know that you will never become Virat Kohli. I hate to break it to you. I want to let you know that. It's live. I understand that everyone's watching, but you can become Virat Kohli from the inside. Yeah. Yes. In the satsang. Hit 6s and 4s in satsang. You understand? Sahaj Bhagat? Become Virat Kohli from the inside. That's what I'm trying to say. So strengthen your goal. Make it clear. What do you want to do? Understand that laziness is going to divert your goal. So you don't want to do that. If you think about it, look at Guruji's life. Look at Santo's life. 24/7, 24 hours, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. You don't see Santos taking a break at all. Today Hari Bhaktos went on a beach trip. Island State Beach Park. Thank you for that. Fantastic. Okay. Saturday and Sundays are sleep-ins. You guys, I'm sure, were not at Mandir or at Mandir on Sundays. But not at Mandir. You're sleeping until 11, 12. You guys get a break. Santos, Monday to Sunday, waking up early, taking naps in the afternoon, and still grinding through the whole day. That's what we do. Even if you look at that, you'll know that laziness is not in them. Then how could I be lazy? Even Guruji at the age of 67 is waking up at 5 a.m. and not being lazy. Then I can at least try to stop my laziness. Number 1. Number 2, keep regular regularity and routine. Consistency is very important in life. If you have niyams, you get lazy and be like, I'll do it tomorrow. That rollover method, how in cellular companies you have minutes per month, and then if you have the rollover plan, 300 minutes or extra, it rolls over to the next month. So that in the same way you're like, niyams kale karis. Oh, kale ayo. So tired today. Pachi karis. And then it just builds up. Due to that, laziness also builds up. But if you have a regularity and routine that aaj akla niyam fix, next day akla niyam fix, it's just one by one, you take it one day at a time. And if you become mentally strong, then that you'll be able to achieve it. Number one, it starts with goal. If your goal is strong, then all these things will trickle right down and laziness will be removed. Our Brahmarshi Bhagat here, niyams every single day without breakage. Not even one. He's very strong on this. He's very headstrong. And if I look in his life, I'm inspired. He's smiling. Yeah, but just an example of our santos here. Number 3, stay in good company. If you stay in the company of lazy people, you're going to become lazy. Straightforward. Because they'll also be like, pachi karjo na satsang su vachna vachon pachi vancha se chalo na apne bahar jai aaye. Or if not that, match ચાલુ છે અત્યાર નહીં પછી બીજું બધું મેચમાં પહોંચવું પડશે. This is live. શું હાઇલાઇટમાં જોવાનું? આઈ જાવ ને હવે પછી બધું એમ. Friends divert you in this way. Stay in good company. Attend sabhas. Do sevas with devotees. Communication. Very important. Number 4. Avoid kusang and time wasters. Yes. Very important. Kusang is very, very bad, and it will, it will divert you, and it will pretty much just inspire more laziness. So, and time wasters, yes. Can I ask you, Saj Bhagat and Shriji Bhagat, do you guys do something that wastes your time, and it is, but you still do it? Kind of like sitting around or bumming around, kind of like that. Anything, Saj Bhagat? Kind of like just browsing away on stuff that really doesn't really matter.
Yeah, technically. It's like browsing away and then sometimes just like roaming around like for no reason. Or thinking about extra stuff which like for no reason.
Okay, good. Shriji Bhagat, no, same thing. I want it from your life. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, so like sometimes just I lay down my bed, start watching on my phone,
Okay.
waste time, and then just later you see like 1-2 hours have passed.
Can I ask you, while browsing on your phone, do you ever fall asleep?
Yeah, sometimes.
All the time? You too, Saj
Not
Bhagat?
all the time.
Most
sometimes.
of the time.
Sometimes.
You too, Saj Bhagat?
No, sorry, I was just like I've seen Shriji both fall asleep, that's why I'm just not.
And you've also started to fall asleep as well.
No, sorry.
Sometimes.
No.
Most of the times.
No.
Okay, not at all.
I just put it down after
Okay.
sleep.
Yes. Very good. So that's number 4, time wasters. Number 5, serve actively. Yes. And you guys are doing a great job, with your Kishore Pravati. Fantastic. But if you still have laziness, that means you're not doing enough. Still need to serve more. Still need to do more seva. Still need to, maybe if not, it doesn't always have to be computer related. It can also be physically, like, vacuuming, mandir, aate, cleaning the santnivas, mopping it every day, stuff like that, Yeah. Very important. And if it's done on a daily basis, which we would like, especially Brahmarshi Bhagat, then it would be very good. Santos would be breathing very clean air. Very good. Yeah. Good. And number 6, Recalling Maharaj and Santo's efforts. They never had laziness. They only slept 3-4 hours a day. In when Bhagwan was in his time, he was doing these prakrans for non-santos. There was like chapters, like let's say practical chapters, like no santos should eat any kind of tasty food. They should, you know, dip their food in water and eat it. And think about that. These different kinds of prakrans, you should sleep on the earth without any kind of, ordovanu comfort or nothing, just straight bare floor, like bare earth. These kinds of chapters, then you can think that if santos are doing that, then we get I have a nice, pathari, I have a nice bed, I have good time. Compared to them, I'm doing nothing. Yet, I should be doing something to remove my laziness and satsang. So my satsang increases. Even by looking at Santos and Maharaj and Guruji's life, automatically you'll be inspired. All these points here are good and well. You may remember some, you may not. But most important, character speaks louder than words. And you have a role model, Puji Guruji himself, Santos and Bhaktos all around you. And from them, you can definitely be inspired. And the most important is goal setting. If you're locked in on what you want to do in life, then there's nothing else that can stop you, and you'll be on your you'll be the best satsang you can, and laziness will be completely removed. I pray to Maharaj for both of you bhaktos that laziness is completely removed, and more so that you relate with the Ekantik Satpurush, Santos and Bhaktos more and increase your satsang. Saying this, my humble Jai Swaminarayan.